Yo, welcome back to another episode of Talk Yo Shift. This is D'Eric.
And I'm Antoine.
Listen, we back for another one, another conversation, and we're going to keep this thing going. As always, we thank you for tuning in and checking out the episodes. We appreciate you guys. We 10, 11 episodes in.
Yeah,
And,
it's number 11.
you know, Antoine, I'm going to have to say I'm proud of us, bro. You know, most podcasts don't make it past the 10th episode.
I swear.
That's what I think some statistics say. Most podcasts don't make it past the 10th episode, but here we are. I think this is 11. We already got plans for, matter of fact, we already recorded 11. I ain't put it out yet.
Yeah.
So we're actually, this is right. This is number 12.
Number 12. Let's get it.
So we're going to keep going, man. So we appreciate y'all tuning in.
Very
as
much.
always, y'all can hit us up online. Talk Yo Shift, and that yo is YO. Talk Yo Shift, POD, on Instagram. And you can hit me up on Instagram at KULTUUR__. That's culture. And Antoine.
And you can hit me up at TOINNE96. That's on Instagram.
Yep. So feel free to hit us up anytime. I've been having some people inbox me, man, about the show. They've been tuning in. They've been chiming in on some of the content that I've been posting, and then they hit the link and they check out the podcast, man. And some people have actually been giving me some feedback.
Yeah, I've had a couple people hit me up about it too.
Yeah,
like
the most recent feedback was the church hurt conversations.
Yes, that's what I got it too.
Yeah.
2 or 3 people was like church hurt. That might be my favorite one.
Man, it was
Yeah.
some really good feedback too. So it really encouraged me to just know that these conversations are being listened to, one, but they resonate with people, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. So
Yeah.
today we got a really dope conversation, man, and I felt like this conversation was necessary. So this past week, man, the women been shutting it down. The women been shutting it down in the sports world, more specifically. So you got the UCLA women's basketball team in college. They just won the championship. They beat South Carolina.
Yep.
But it's so much that has been going on in the sports world that I thought it necessary to have a conversation about this. And I think there's a bigger thing going on right now, right? This ain't just a moment. I feel like there's a pattern, and there's some things that's shifting, because you got not only did UCLA women's win the championship, when you look at other people like Coach Staley, Don Staley for South Carolina, bro, like she already got 3 championships under her belt, and it's like she lives in the finals. You know what I'm saying? And she's one of them coaches, you can tell just by her demeanor, her countenance, and then not only that, but just her outcome, the team she produces, bro. She's not nobody to play with.
Obviously, like you said, she's literally about to win her 4th championship this year.
She's not nobody to play with, bro.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Not only that, when you look in the WNBA, you know, Angel Reese is somebody who's like a huge influence on the culture.
Facts.
And if you ask me, in my opinion, she is one of the catalysts here recently in the last couple years that has lifted the visibility of the WNBA and women's sports.
Yeah, no doubt. Her and Caitlin Clark for sure.
I mean, nah, Angel Reese.
Angel Reese, yeah.
Because Angel Reese, because of her personality and just how she goes about carrying herself, regardless of how you feel about her, you know what I'm saying? It's those big personality people that really bring the visibility to a platform.
Nah, for sure.
And I think she's done an amazing job at that, bro. And she just got traded to Atlanta.
Yeah,
she about to go play with Asia Wilson, and it's like that's huge. Atlanta about to turn up,
man. That's what everybody's been talking about recently.
Atlanta about to turn up, and not only that, contracts are getting bigger. Now, if anybody know anything about the sports world, and I'm no guru when it comes to sports, but it's always been a known thing that the women WNBA, the players don't get paid, not nowhere near what the guys are getting paid over in the NBA.
Yeah.
But this year, there's a couple players that have already reached $1 million contracts.
Yes.
And that's a big deal.
Is that first time in history?
I think this is the first time. I think Breanna Stewart.
Yeah.
And I want to say Asia Wilson has hit an M now. They it's like a $1.3-1.7 million contract, and that's
Right.
huge, bro.
That's
like,
huge because that's
some of these contracts, and we're not even talking about bench players, like starters, star franchise players. Some of them are only making
$100K.
maybe maybe
That's
100K.
crazy, D. When I found out about that, bro, I was like, "What?
Yeah,
I'm making what? Like you said, that's a job up the street. I'm
yeah,
making
man.
a job up the street money, and y'all
Yeah,
the WNBA. That's
yeah,
insane.
man. It's wild, bro. And but when you see how influential women are,
Facts.
you know, it's just like, I feel like things are slowly changing, man. And again, this
Absolutely.
ain't just a moment in time. I feel like women are when it comes to the just certain industries, like, and more specifically, again, sports, I'll just keep it there. It's like the attention is being demanded. Like, they are the ones that's really, influencing culture, and they're shaping culture with just how they carry themselves and how they're really dominating the game. Like, I've been to several women's basketball games, bro, and it's really fun to watch, man. These girls get down, bro.
Facts.
These girls get down, man, and they really know how to play the game. They're really passionate about the game. Like, they put the same level of intensity and passion into it, just like the men do.
I was having a conversation with some guys recently, and they were actually even saying they enjoy watching the women a little more recently than the men, because with the women, like with the men, it's almost like, there's a lot that goes into the sport with the men, and a lot of times, they're not playing as serious in the regular season.
Yeah.
A lot of players are sitting down for load management, injuries, whatever. But like the women, they actually are engaged. It's intense. They physical. You know what I'm saying? And like they play very fundamental basketball. Like the game of basketball for men has changed a lot because everybody trying to be Steph Curry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to dance.
Yeah.
But the women are actually just playing the game of basketball the right way, essentially. Like they're fundamental, they're passing the ball, they're moving the ball, they're aggressive, they're physical, right? They're just playing the game the right way.
Yeah.
So I think that's why, like, again, that attention is starting to shift towards, we really just starting to see a shift in the culture, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm actually very excited for the women because not only do they deserve it, but they should have been receiving the same, equal rights and equal opportunities that men do in these fields. Because
I agree. I mean, if you ask me, the influence has always been there. The visibility has not. You know what I'm saying? Like, women are powerful beings, period. Full stop. You know what I'm saying? Women are powerful beings. They're influential. And
no doubt,
because we live in such a patriarchal society, that level of visibility is not always the same that men get. And you really see that in sports. Men dominate the sports, visibility wise. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. They both play the game differently. Right? You do expect the men to be more explosive, and that all really comes down to anatomy and biology.
Of course, we get that.
If we talk to a scientist or somebody that really dealt with the body and all of that, they'll break down to you why men are more explosive in jumping than women are.
Right. Naturally, just our bodies are designed differently.
Right. But what you said, women are fundamentally sound. They know how to play the game. It's still intense. It's like they are still world-class athletes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? They are that does not change. So, but the visibility has always been the challenge when it came to women, and not just in the sports industry, but in a whole bunch of other industries.
Facts. And media, branding, all that type of.
Yeah, and that's the downfall of living in a patriarchal society, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we've always made it about men. Men run this country, and there's a downside to that.
It is.
And unfortunately, women have always fell to the downside of that part of the patriarchal society.
The patriarchal culture, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that organic or driven by marketing and algorithm?
Is what organic?
Like just like that demand for like the patriarchal system for men.
I think
you think that's organic or driven by marketing algorithms?
It's built that way.
For sure.
That's the intention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not organic. It's not that people would just rather see men.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
ever since I've been exposed to a girls' basketball game, I'm like, yo, they really balling out here. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And ever since I've been to one, it's like I gotta go to another. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It ain't that people would just rather see men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And maybe some will, because I've even heard people say, like, don't nobody want to see women play.
Yeah.
Because like you said, their bodies are different. They're not as explosive. It may not be as entertaining because men are dunking, women aren't. And so
yeah, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that the patriarchal society is the intention, right?
facts.
That's what that system has been built.
Absolutely.
And this is said that we are going to be the ones, we as in men are going to be the ones that dominate the world.
Period.
You know, we're going to dominate the industry. We're going to make
Yeah.
every industry a male dominant industry.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's like women have always felt the blunt of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's unfortunate. It's super unfortunate, but I feel like there's a shift in culture where women are demanding the visibility. They're demanding the attention. They're demanding the ownership. They're demanding that, you know, they not only be compensated for their influence, but they're demanding that we be the front runners
Yeah.
of these industries and cultures, man. So it's like,
that we be involved with integrating new ideas, new concepts, and just shifting the culture.
Because they always have been.
Always have.
They've just never been given the credit for that shit.
Exactly. Facts.
They've been there, bro. They've been the catalyst to change. They've been the ones that will be the they're just not the front runner, but they've always been the ones pushing.
Absolutely.
They've always been the ones pushing.
Let's not for a second think that women aren't responsible.
Nah.
For pushing a lot.
Come on,
man. Like, for a lot of the reasons why we have some of the freedoms and opportunities that we have today is because of women.
Yeah.
Straight up.
And we can go down a list. We can go find the history in this, and you will see so many powerful women who have been responsible for a lot of the things that we partake in today.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I just hate it that it's just so often that women are underestimated and how powerful they are, you know, and because they are underestimated, we don't give them the visibility that they need. We don't give them the shine and the love that they really need when it comes to industries, right?
Facts.
We ain't just talking about just like in relationships. Like, I feel like that's a whole nother conversation. But like when we talk about industries, businesses, infrastructure, culture dominance, I mean, the patriarchal system has always been the one that shined, and it's always put males in front of that.
Absolutely.
You feel me? And I think that is shifting slowly but surely.
For sure.
I think it's shifting.
So it is.
So yeah, man, I wanted to have this conversation because, and I didn't just want this to be a highlight reel where we're just talking about, you know, what's been going on in the sports world lately. I really wanted to kind of dig into why women are as powerful as they are, and where women, I can't say it right, but where women really show up. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's important for us to give them the spotlight and really, you know, give them their flowers where flowers is due, because
most definitely, bro.
Me and you both, we have women in our life. And, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. My life wouldn't be what it is, where it is, without the women in my life. You know what I'm saying? The more specific woman, my wife, you know, and the vital part she plays in my life and in my children's lives and in so many other people's lives, it's priceless, bro. It's priceless. You really can't put a price tag on it, man, because it's just,
you can't.
it's so valuable, man. It's just like women really shape culture.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Not only do they birth it, literally, but they really.
I was gonna say, we all came from women.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They really shape culture. You know, women, from fashion to language to just social norms.
Yep.
If we just, if they just had more visibility in these areas of the world, you will really see like what they really about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You will really see what they really about. Like they are such a heavy influence in everything.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? So again, what I was getting to was I didn't want this just to be a highlight reel and we just go down statistics and just
Right.
talk about what happened in the sports world. But I really wanted to give an opportunity where we can have a conversation as Black men to really talk about women and the women in our lives and the women around us and the women we see in these industries. And I always, me personally, first, I want to be a man that always gives honor and respect to women. And I do believe that they hold equal rank to me. They hold equal value to me. Um, I don't see myself as over a woman. Do I consider myself a leader of my household? Absolutely. But do I consider my wife a leader? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? There's definitely some things that she takes the charge on respectfully.
Respectfully.
And I'm
Yeah.
with it. I'm with it, man, because women bring just as much value to any situation that a man could ever bring it, if
Absolutely.
not more.
If not more, that's what I was gonna say, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like you said, D, like without my lady, man, like the dynamic of life, like my trajectory of my life wouldn't even be the same.
Yeah.
Like that's how powerful women are. It's like the trajectory of your lives are completely different without them in it.
Yeah.
Women really shape.
And if women shape culture this much, why do we still talk about them as if they're still secondary? Like, that's just a slap in the face.
Yeah, taking it for granted.
Period. That's just a slap in the face, and that's just a byproduct of a patriarchal society, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, regardless of how impactful women are and how powerful and needed they are, it's like they still come second to men.
Facts.
And it's
because of that patriarchal side. Like, men we have that ego to be like, we got to take the credit. We got to be the front runners.
Yeah. And not only is it just the ego that men can have, but it's the way the society has been conditioned.
Yep.
To even see it. Like, there's even women who consider women secondary to men.
Yeah, and just because they've been...
That's that conditioning.
Yeah.
That's that conditioning, man. And it's just like, no, I don't think they should be secondary to men. And I know this from firsthand experience. Like, I've seen women show up in spaces and they were the reason for the space even moving forward or being better or holding more value in the first place. So it's just like, how can they come secondary when they were the reason why this space is even what it is?
Exactly.
You know,
what was the patriarch in that situation, man? When the woman took control and made it happen.
It's whack, bro. And I don't want in my life, I don't want to move forward as a man to talk about women as if they're secondary or under me just because I'm a man.
Absolutely.
Because that's what patriarchy is. It's just because I'm a man.
Facts.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm a man. And it's just like, there's just some
it's like
people
you always say about the Bible, the definition of biblical just means it's in the Bible. That's it.
Just because I'm a man, bro. Like, there was something I wanted to bring out though, man. I got it in my notes. I'm trying to find it.
Women influence trends, language, everything, bro. They really shape culture.
They really do. Women build ecosystems, and this is what I wanted to really shed some light on. Women build ecosystems. They don't just build careers, right? So going back to the sports world, when you look at Dawn Staley, who's the coach of South Carolina, it's not just about winning games with her, right? She's producing players, she's shaping narratives, and she's mentoring leaders. And her influence compounds through generations. Like, she won a championship one time in 2017, it again in 2022, won it again in 2024, and she's been back to the finals twice after that.
Twice, yep.
You feel me? So it's like, but not only like that ain't luck, bro. That's a system.
Excellent.
That's a system, right? That's a system that she's built. That's a system she's built. You know for a fact that if you show up to her school and on her team, it's time to get to work. And you're going to be plugged into this system, and this system, the outcome of this system is to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's to dominate, right?
For sure.
So it's like women build ecosystems, and when I think about my wife, it's like it's the small yet vital things she does that keeps the operation of our house moving.
Facts.
Right? When I'm thinking about the big thing or what I perceive to be the big thing, which could be like going to work and making the money and all that type of stuff, she's thinking
sure.
about the doctor's appointments.
That's what I was,
She's checking on the kids and making sure they got what it is that they need.
for sure.
She's preparing the meals. And this is all before she actually puts her hands on it to do it. Like, she's going through all of these things in her mind,
Facts.
you know, of things that she's got to do. And I'm over here in La La Land not even thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even thinking about that. Or I am thinking about productive things. She just happens to thinking about she thinks about the things that I don't think about, right?
That you don't think about.
That's why the collaborative effort, the team, is why it's so important. And it's just like,
that's why it's equal, if not just as more, because she's focusing on the daily practical things that still need to get done.
Yeah.
While we thinking about going to get the bread from the job and what am I going to do, chasing dreams, you know, trying to basically check off a list and finish tasks, they're essentially going in their mind on like, all right, what do I need to do in this moment? Right? It's like I really love the fact that, at least from my experience, like, women are able to like really just hone in and be present and really just focus on the task at hand. That's something I struggle with.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I do not do well with that, D. I'm thinking about the future. I'm future tripping. Like, I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do next week?
They be right here, right now.
Right here. What needs to be taken care of right now? What am I supposed to be doing in this moment?
Yeah.
And man, that's powerful, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's powerful.
And women, again, going back to women build ecosystems, bro. They're the ones that create the operation.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, men, we typically just think about the outcome, the big outcome. But it's like, there's steps to those outcomes, bro. You know what I'm saying? That there's very intricate, detailed steps that lead to the outcome.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about women, but they're wired to think about those small, detailed, intricate steps.
Step by step.
It's something that they naturally.
Facts. Facts. Yeah. They do. Facts.
Know how to do it. I'm just saying, I feel like women naturally feel it.
Naturally, yeah. Essentially, we can learn a thing or two from them, because since they naturally do it so well, we can do better with like learning from them that skill, and not always trying to put them as the back burner and us the front runner.
Yeah. And in this patriarchal society, you know, men, we model individual dominance, right? Women, they model this relational influence of networks, you know, and it's like, is legacy actually more scalable through community than individual stardom? Like, we think dominance, I gotta be the man, I gotta be the leader, the front runner, the person that does it. And don't get me wrong, this is not just ego making us feel this way, but that's the way society has conditioned a lot of men. Like, you gotta be the guy. You have to be the breadwinner. You have to be the provider. You have to be, you have to carry everything on your shoulder by yourself.
It's like the same way society's conditioned women to suppress or be submissive to who they really are.
Yeah.
It's like we've been conditioned to believe like we have to step in a position that was handed down to us or given to us.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And we feel like we got to carry all of that on our shoulders by ourselves. So therefore we champion individual, you know, wins or individual dominance way more than a collective effort of things. Like, I've seen in real time from as a kid all the way up until now, like when you see when a woman is struggling and she vocalizes that she's struggling, you'll see another woman come along and say, oh, girl, I'll get that for you. You go ahead, take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and grab this for you.
Let me grab this for you. Yeah.
And then another woman to pop up, like, okay, well, since you're doing that, let me go and, you know what I'm saying? Let me go and take care of this. And it's like this level of togetherness that they sense from one another. And here they are, they done pulled together a team.
Facts.
With no asking questions, didn't plan this, didn't talk about this before.
Yeah.
It's just, I saw a need and I met the need.
I met the need.
Because it's like, girl, I feel you. I know exactly what you're dealing with. I know what you're feeling.
Right.
So it's like right now, I know what you need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They empathize really well.
Men need to get there. Men need to get there. We need to lead with that type of awareness. You know what I'm saying? For one another. That's our issue. That's our issue.
That's the problem, yeah.
One, we don't even know how to even vocalize that we struggling. Hey, I ain't got it right now. I'm not good. I'm not sweet. My situation's just not cool. Yeah. So we already have a hard time swallowing our pride and even voicing that.
Man, I swear.
Let alone, you know what I'm saying, supporting one another in their struggle. And women do that naturally.
Naturally. Hey, how can I help you? Like you said, meeting the need.
Meeting the need.
Us, we're like, we can meet the needs ourselves, or at least we think we can. We try our best to figure it out.
Yeah, you know, we put our head down and we try to just push through it.
For sure.
We try to just push through it, and it's like that's why, you know, women get a bad rap for being the emotional creatures, because we call them that because they the ones that know how to vocalize that they not cool, the loudest and the first ones to do it.
We judging what we not. You know, I've noticed that a lot of times the things that we critique is because we don't really do a good job at them ourselves.
Come on, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really do a good job of them ourselves. So we like, why do you do that? Or why do you say that? Or why do you do it like this? And
yeah.
Like, hey, you just mad because you don't do that well.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. That's why we criticize women for being emotional creatures. It's like, yeah, there's a part of their emotions that they in tune to that you don't know how to be in tune to.
You don't know how to be vulnerable.
No, you don't. You don't. Like, you really think you can't voice that you ain't got it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you care about what somebody gonna say. Or
because you've been conditioned to be the person that got it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's so, oh my, say it again, dude.
You've been so conditioned to think that you have to be the person that got it.
You have to be that guy.
I can't say I'm broke right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
you a man, how you broke?
If we in here like you can't even do it in conversation, bro. Like, niggas will lie in conversation in the barbershop or like at work or something. You hear other men talking about like some type of ownership or entrepreneur, and they over here talking about, yeah, man, I took $5,000 out the bank the other day and I put it in this investment, and I was like, hey, half them niggas is lying, bro.
Hey, bro, come on, girl. You ain't even gotta do that.
Half of them are lying, bro.
You ain't got
because I can't. What? Why would I say yeah, bro? I ain't got 5 bands, bro. To even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
do that right
now.
Matter of fact,
I'm waiting till my paycheck on Friday. You know what I'm saying? No, I have to be a part of this conversation.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And depending on what type of dude you are, they either gonna give you this outlandish lie, or you got some people that's gonna give you this realistic lie, like it seemed real. You know what I'm saying? So okay, cool. He in on the conversation. It sounds like we all in here moving money a little bit. It's like, nah, half them niggas is lying. Half of them are lying, bro. But it's just like, I love what you said, though. It's like we critique or we criticize women on the things that they do because we don't know how to even do it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're emotional beings for a reason. But the truth is, we as men are emotional beings too. We just not tapped into it like women are.
We just not tapped into it like they are. And again, maybe we could learn a thing or two from them.
We can.
It's like you said, bro. The way women approach it is almost like, oh, I can meet a need, or we can kind of bounce ideas and perspectives off one another, like sharpen one another and help one another out. Men, we don't look at it from their perspective. For us, it's like if we don't understand it or it doesn't make sense, we think it's foolish.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, maybe you're just challenged by that thing. You need to lean into it, engage within it.
For sure. For sure.
Straight up.
It's so much we can learn from women, bro.
I swear.
We just got to move past our ego.
I'm still learning.
I learn every day, bro.
Every day, literally.
I'm in class with Mikey every day. I'm in class with her every day, bro. I'm just learning something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you sitting at the desk and she's teaching
every day. There's just things that I pick up on, or I notice, or that, you know, I pick up in our conversations, because we talk all the time every day, and it's just, you know, the way she's just wired, the way she just thinks. And again, even in a more broader sense, the way women are just wired in the way they just think, the way they feel, the way they sense things. You feel me? Like, those are superpowers that we got to learn how to tap into as men. But
Man.
we have so much ego and pride that we never give ourselves the opportunity to even tap into those things because we've been conditioned to think that the emotional person is soft. We've been conditioned to think that if I vocalize that I'm struggling, I'm going to seem weak.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And we live in a way different time now. I mean,
Yeah, we do.
it's that conditioning is still paralyzing. It still paralyzes a lot of us, but you know, therapy is in the conversations now. The Black men,
For sure.
you know, there's a lot of great influencers and people who
Absolutely.
really do great work when it comes to really helping men be more in tune with how they feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And more in tune with their
Absolutely.
emotional state and just more aware of just, you know, emotional intelligence and all of that type of stuff. So like there's the books, the seminars, the influencers, the voices, the thought leaders are out there.
All that, for sure.
They're out
They
there
are.
and this information is widely accessible. And but the work that they're doing is stuff that I feel like women naturally already had a knack for.
Facts.
You know what
They
I'm saying?
they already had like an internal awareness about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just how they operate off the top.
Absolutely.
It's just how they operate off the top. So
Yeah.
if women build ecosystems, it makes me ask the question, if they shape culture and they build systems, why don't they always benefit from the systems? Why don't they always make profit from the systems?
Goes back to it being patriarchal.
I mean, it's like the women would do the work. They'll be the brains behind the operation. But at the end of the day, the man's going to take credit for that shit. Like what? So my wife brought out a really crazy dynamic some years ago. So, and it happened. I see it now. Ever since she said it, I always see it now. So it's like,
what's that? Go ahead.
When the father of the children is loving on them and spending time with them and playing with them at the park,
yeah,
they always get championed. Oh, he's such an amazing dad. He's just a engaged father and a loving father. And I'm not saying that he could very well be that.
For sure.
But it's like, the mothers be like, did you not see the snotty nose I just got done cleaning, the house I just got done cleaning, the homework I just helped with, the 3 meals I just cooked already that day? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but we get to the park and everybody's just glossing over this dude over here. Just, oh, he's just such an amazing father. Like, this is the most engagement this nigga's done all day. Yes, he's a great father.
But y'all pat this nigga on the back for playing with the metaphor.
Come on. And that's why, listen, behind every great man is a great woman. You know what I'm saying? And we have a responsibility as men to make sure we always shed that light on the women, right? Because in this patriarchal society, we will get the spotlight just by default.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, we have a responsibility as men to be aware enough that, hey, I am not in this by myself and I'm not doing this by myself. And I'm probably not even doing as much of it
as you think. Yeah.
She's really doing way more that she gets the credit for. You know what I'm saying? And men have a responsibility, especially if you are in relationship with a woman, to shed light on that.
Yeah.
To shed light on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I challenge men the next time, and it's about to be spring and summertime. I challenge men the next time you go to the park and you get praised for being a great father to your children because they actually see you in real time loving on your kids. I dare you to say, I appreciate that. I'm just here to help out my wife because she's been doing X, Y, and Z all day.
Yeah, deflect that shine onto your wife or your lady.
You know what I'm saying? Like I challenge every man that got children and you with the mother of their children, or even if you're not with them, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you, bro. There's times I take my children to the park. There's times I put the children in the truck with me and they go with me to the barbershop or go with me in other places. And I do that because my wife needs a break.
Facts. Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now, mind you, I love being with my children. So I'm not tolerating them so that she can get a break. I love having my children with me, but I also do this because she's been with them all day.
Absolutely. You just understand that like the same way you want some quiet one-on-one time, she needs and wants that too.
Yeah.
And she deserves that equally as much as you do.
Yeah.
So you're just taking your kids to give her that free time.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with
And that's what's going to flip patriarchy on its head, right? When the people who benefit from it
Yeah,
are actually the ones that speak out on the ones that really should be getting the credit.
exactly.
That's what's going to tear patriarchy on its head. It's like we as men, we're the ones who
Giving women
benefit
their
from
flowers.
that. You know what I'm saying? We have a responsibility to be intentional about that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Be intentional about that. Like, praise the women in your life. Praise women, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Champion women. Champion the works that they do.
Absolutely.
The voices they have, the mind they bring to whatever situation. You know, we have a responsibility to be intentional about that.
Absolutely.
I question the man that doesn't want to shed light on any woman in his life.
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
Because
so as somebody that's your partner that you love, you don't want them to shine the same way you do, or you don't want to shed light on what they do. I every chance I get, bro, I try to tell London like how much I appreciate her. And the same way you gave a challenge, D, I would like to give this challenge to men too.
Yeah.
The same way we should celebrate our women, and give flowers to them. I challenge men to find something that you could take off your woman's plate. Anything, man. Washing the dishes after she's cooked. You know what I'm saying? Maybe doing just anything that you could think of that your wife or that your lady does on a regular basis.
Why are you not doing that anyway?
Why are you not doing that anyway? Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you aren't doing it, then I challenge you. Like, maybe it's a different perspective for you. Yeah. I challenge you. Like, think about that.
Yeah. Because and that is a challenge for the ones that's not doing that. That is a challenge, right? The home operations. If you and my wife, she's a stay-at-home mom and stay-at-home wife or whatever title you give that. But we homeschool our children, so she's at home with our kids way more than I am. And the operations of the home is not just on her.
Just because you're going to work.
The cleanliness of the home is not just on her.
Mm-hmm.
Giving the kids a bath, reading them bedtime stories, going outside and playing with them or whatever. It's not just on her.
No.
It should never be just on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we have a responsibility of being a part of that operation as well.
Absolutely.
And then not only that, let that be a challenge for sure. Like you just said, like take something off her plate, but that should be something that you're already trained to do for yourself, period.
Absolutely.
Right? One of the things I teach my boys, me and my wife both teach our boys, is how to be self-sufficient and how to do these basic necessities, do these basic things for yourself and not have to depend on a woman to do it. There's been so many men who have been trained to, you know, find them a woman so that they can do the things that you should already know how to do yourself.
Yeah.
Like, bro, learn how to cook your own meals, learn how to do your own laundry, learn how to wash your own dishes. You feel me?
We got a lot of men trying to replace their mamas, D.
Man, listen, bro. What you mean?
Like, just replace their mamas, meaning like they mama cooked for them, their mama did the dishes after they ate.
Oh man, yeah.
They mama washed their laundry.
You hit the nail on the head, bro.
So they trying to get my dukes but as they woman now, like they trying to replace that.
I mean, but that's what most men are trying to do. They out there finding women. They just trying to find their mama.
Mama, yep.
They just trying to find their mama, bro. And the truth is, some women fall into their role. Yeah. You know, and I hate it. There's been some times where my wife has fell into that role. You know what I'm saying? Until I grew and was able to become more aware of my role that I should be playing. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And now that I have boys, you know, that's one of the things that I teach them. Like, women are not responsible for these things in your life.
Yeah.
They're not.
Facts.
Now, I'm not saying that when you get you a woman and, you know what I'm saying, y'all get into a serious relationship, I'm not saying she can't do those things for you.
Right.
But you're not going to set that expectation that you're the woman, so you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Absolutely.
just like, nah, you're not about to do that.
It's just like that shouldn't even be your mentality entering into a relationship with a woman. Like, what can you do for me? Now, I think that's what it is. Like, it's just our mindset is, what can a woman do for me? Because we've been conditioned to believe that women are in service of us.
Yes. When
it's really we are in service of one another.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole patriarchal system, like it falls into gender roles and everything, man.
Yeah.
And it's just like, we got to stop doing it. Now, granted, if it's just me and her, we ain't got no kids, and let's say I make the money and we together, we married or whatnot, and I go to work and you at the crib, yes, I do have an expectation that while I'm being productive at work,
at least keep it tidy, you know.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Now, mind you, the place shouldn't be dirty anyway because we ain't got no kids.
Yeah, just us
speaking
two.
hypothetically anyway. But
for sure.
Now, if I'm off work and I'm at the crib chilling, now I'm a part of that system too.
Exactly.
I should be helping with those operations as well.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And then when kids come into the picture, yes, it has to be a collaborative effort. It has to be.
100%.
It has to be a collaborative effort. We both brought these kids into the world. I'm the daddy, you the mama, and we supposed to be a part of raising these kids. And there's just some things that is not just left up to the woman. No, that's a
100%.
collaborative effort that we should all be a part of.
Facts.
You know,
I think that the red pill community, you know, the Kevin Samuels, the Andrew Tates of the world, I think that did a number, especially, bro, like in the, you know, COVID, around the COVID time, 2020, 2021, 22, that was real heavy, like that red pill community. But that's why these conversations are important, man, because we have to relearn and unlearn a lot of stuff, and we got to challenge a lot of the ideas and systems that we've been indoctrinated, inherited, passed down, given to, because a lot of them cause harm, not only to ourselves, but to our neighbor, to our women, to our children, to the people in our community,
to
our friends, our family. And if we really want to see the betterment of our lives and other people's lives really actually take place, then, man, we got to start challenging some of these ideas and not being so prideful on like our way being the only way or the right way.
Absolutely. Men gotta train themselves to see women as their equal.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like, continue to lead, but you know, a part of leadership is awareness and recognition.
When
right?
You can step aside, and the woman can take lead because she may be stronger in an area than you are.
Part of leadership is recognizing greatness in someone else.
Say it again.
Part of leadership is recognizing greatness in someone else, right? So I'm a supervisor at my job. And am I able to do all the jobs that my guys do on my team? Yes, I am very capable of doing all the jobs. I know how to do it, right? But my responsibility is not to do their job. My responsibility is to delegate those responsibilities to them. You know what I'm saying? So that they can do it. And I oversee that, or I supervise that.
For sure.
But because I have a team, in order for me to cultivate a team as a leader, it's important for me to recognize other people who have leadership qualities as well, right?
Absolutely.
Because what gives me the confidence to delegate is to know that I can trust you with this responsibility. If I'm not going to recognize anyone else, if I'm just going to see myself as superior to you, and all you're supposed to do is just receive instructions from me, then I'm not trusting you. I'm not giving you no opportunity to really grow or even showcase any other skills that you may have. As a leader, I have a responsibility to recognize the greatness in other people.
Absolutely. Not to mention that relationship is just transactional, if that's how we doing it.
You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of people, relationships are just transactional. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the leader of my home. My wife knows that. My children know that. But I also have respect and honor for my wife to know that there's some things that she leads in. And I trust her to lead in those things, right?
Absolutely.
And there's things that we collaborate on, but there's things that she just has more of a knack for.
Come on,
She
bro.
has more experience with it. She has more knowledge in it. It doesn't take away or diminish the fact that I'm a leader as well.
And what's that word you said, D? What's that word you said where you trusted in your wife? You trust in her to do the things that she's stronger in areas than you are? That's key right
Trusting is a part of leadership. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna see the woman in your life as secondary to you, if you're gonna see her as less than you, and you are the leader of your household, then do everything. Then do everything. Then do everything.
Clean, cook.
Do it all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do it all. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, we gotta.
Ooh, that's a really good point, actually. men, if we really want to be so patriarchal, how about just take over it all? Like, nah, y'all sit back. We gonna do everything.
Yeah.
I don't think they really ready to
just
hear
do
that.
it
Though.
all. I mean, it just teaches us that we're supposed to dominate. We're supposed to have dominance in our relationship and dominance in our household. And it's just like, I don't think that that's real leadership. I just don't think that that's real leadership. You know what I'm saying? Real leadership involves trust, and it involves recognizing other people. And when it comes to me and my marriage and me and my wife, I recognize that she is great all by herself. Right? She's great all by herself, and she has certain skills and qualities within her that makes our life that much better, that makes my children's life that's much better. Why would I not trust her?
Come on, bro.
To lead in certain areas of our life? Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would be very, you know, irresponsible of me as a leader. How can I call myself a leader and I don't even know how to even trust other people that have, you know what I'm saying? It's very counterproductive.
Very.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, so you mean to tell me the quality of your life can be better by this woman adding her strengths, and you want to negate it, disregard it?
Yeah.
Because you want to be the guy? Because you want to be the number one option on the basketball team?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's
okay to take that back seat, bro.
It's whack. I would gladly take the back seat.
Hey, if you strong in this area, you got it. In fact, I'm cheering you on.
Yeah. I would gladly take the back seat. You know what I'm saying? I would gladly show up to an event and just be Michael's husband. I ain't got no problem. I don't have to be the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have no problem. I will be in there and they want to speak to her first, and I'm just to the side holding her coat.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Talk to her.
Like, why should I be threatened by that?
Yeah, and if you are threatened by it, then you might need to be asking yourself some questions, like why. Let's start it there.
Why should I be intimidated by that, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It takes nothing away from me. It takes nothing away from me, you know?
Unless you're allowed to, or unless you think that it's taking something from you.
But that's an insecurity.
That's an insecurity. That's an assumed perception.
Yeah.
Again, a patriarchal system, something inherited and given to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying this because I really want people to understand, like, systems have really been indoctrinated, inherited, and given to us.
Yeah.
They're not facts. They're not truth. And the reason why you know they aren't truth is because they're not for the betterment of everybody. Yeah. They only benefit a specific individual or camp.
And that's a question us as men really need to ask ourselves, right? Is what are we reinforcing without even realizing it? Are we reinforcing patriarchy in our homes and in our lives or in our environment that we are in proximity of or whatever? Are we reinforcing that same system? You know, are we making women secondary to us? You know, do we think that where we are should be a male dominant space? Are we reinforcing those things without even realizing it? Because again, men are conditioned to be this way too, right? We live in a society that is patriarchal. We live in a society that is all about male dominance. So a lot of us are reinforcing these ideas without even realizing it, right?
Yeah.
So allow this conversation, to any men that's listening to this, allow this conversation to be a moment where you just pause and be like, man, am I reinforcing patriarchy? Right? Am I reinforcing an environment where my significant other cannot shine? Right? Do I see her as secondary to me? Do I see women as secondary to me? Are there spaces, not even just in my household, like in the workplace, you know what I'm saying, or school, wherever, bro, in any other space, do I see women as my equal?
Period.
You know, and a challenge for you this week. Start this tomorrow. When you go to work or you go anywhere and you see that a woman is responsible for, she's the brains behind something. She's the one that came up with the idea. She's the one that was the catalyst for the change in that workplace. Say something to her about it. Acknowledge that.
Absolutely.
Not privately neither.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bring attention to that.
Like, hey, just for a second, I want to recognize such and such because I think she did an amazing job. And we're sitting here were beneficiaries of the idea that she came up with. And
Wow.
I just wanted to take the time to just acknowledge that because I thought that
Yeah,
was
that's
really dope.
good. That's good. I like that, D.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, I think that's an intention we should have, and that should be something that we are intentional about.
Yeah, just to shift the narrative from patriarchy to equivalence, right? Or equity,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Let's shift the narrative. Be intentional about doing it, not because you have to or you're obligated to do it, but because you care about women.
Yeah.
You care about women, you care about how they're perceived, and you care about the opportunities that they're able to experience in the world and in life, just like you are.
Yeah.
If you really care, if you really give a damn,
Yeah.
you'll be challenged by it.
And we should, right? Men, we have a huge responsibility in flipping patriarchy on its head, right?
Yeah.
It's not, women should not always have to fight for visibility.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Women should not always have to fight to be recognized and acknowledged and championed for the work that they do. Like, that's a fight they shouldn't have to have. And unfortunately, that has been their fight.
Mm-hmm.
But that should not be the fight, right?
It shouldn't.
We have the power to change that. Like, we can make that fight less of a fight.
For sure, because we're the ones giving the attention and being rewarded for these so-called ideas or concepts or things that we're coming up with.
Yeah.
So now that we're the ones receiving that attention and awards, again, we can be intentional about taking that praise or that worship, whatever we want to call it, and shedding that light onto women. Like, hey, just so you know, like, this is really the gal right here that like made it all happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to somebody like Ryan Coogler, man. Because even when he got up on that stage and he talked about how he, has did all these big movies, won these awards, he talked about how his wife held him down where he had only had like $300 in his bank account. She had paid, for him to get through school, and now that he's got the result, he's put that attention back on his wife. Like, hey, just so y'all know, like, if it wasn't for that girl right there, like Ryan, it wouldn't even be Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
Not the Ryan Coogler y'all know today.
For sure.
Without that woman right there.
Man, my wife bought me my first MacBook laptop, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And that's something that I heavily use today for music production. I'm using it right now for this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is a very central piece to what I do for a living.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, she bought me my first one. You know what I'm saying? Like, women have this knack for seeing not only just a need, but they see when someone is passionate about something. They have this innate skill of investing in that.
Yes. They're very observant, hyper observant.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, yeah.
And it's like they will find, what can I do to support? And they do this a lot without even being asked to.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I champion women, bro, because I feel like this is who they are by nature.
They really challenge me, D. I'm telling you, bro. Like, when I see that, like the example you gave, it really challenged me. Like, why ain't I more naturally like that?
I suck at it, bro.
Suck at it.
I suck at it. Like, that's something that I really have to be intentional about and really think about, and like even put a reminder in my phone about, to be like, make sure I do X, Y, and Z, where it's like some things is just very natural for women that we have to be more intentional about.
Yep.
How do you make someone secondary that has skill sets that's more natural for them, where we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta be intentional. We gotta think about it. You know what I'm saying? How does that person become secondary to us? Patriarchy.
Come on, bro.
Patriarchy. Hey. It's this blind dominance that we feel like we have to insert in every part of the world.
Every part of the world.
Yeah, bro.
It's men. Men are reacting. They're not leading. We react and not leading. And what I mean by that is because what a leader does is, a leader has perception, has discernment, and can see when it's time to take a step aside, because they realize or have the recognition that you know what, I'm not very skillful at this right here, so I can step aside and let someone else that is skilled in this area take over. That's what a leader actually does. But a man that's just reacting is like, nah, I could figure this out. I could do this. I got it. I'll be the front runner. I'll be the guy that gets it done. Just let me handle it.
And then the whole thing fall apart.
And then the whole thing fall apart.
All because you couldn't step to the side and realize, hey, I ain't got it, but she do.
She do. Your impulsive reaction.
You know, man, wow. Men
It
react.
took over. Yep. Men, we reacting, man. We not leading.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, and this is why I wanted to have this conversation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's very necessary, especially platforms that men lead in. You know, we're two black men, and I feel it's our responsibility to shed light on not only just the women in our lives, but just women overall.
General, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there is a fight that they have been fighting for so long, and they shouldn't have had to fight that fight.
Nah, they shouldn't have.
Period. They shouldn't have had to fight that fight. And I think men with the right intentions and who are intentional about making sure that their intentions are felt and seen and heard, we have a responsibility for making sure that that is not the fight for the women in our proximity.
Absolutely. We seeing the shift now. Like you said, I mean, like we're talking about the deals that women are receiving in the WNBA, changing culture, Angel Reese in Atlanta. But it's like we can move the needle even further if we're intentional.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can. I mean, and again, it goes back to a collaborative effort, bro. If we learn how to work together, there's way more we could do together than apart. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Families are built because of a woman and a man coming in together.
Come on.
You feel me? Like it's just that collaborative effort, bro. And it's like, I would not be where I'm at as a man, you know, if it wasn't for the woman that I collaborate with on a daily basis.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that's just like it's. How can I not acknowledge that?
How can I acknowledge it? And for us, and for us as men, a lot of times it's hard for us to come together, like you said, in that teammate effort.
Yeah.
Well, it's like my question is, if we are leaders like we're calling ourselves, if we want to be that guy, how can we have such a hard time with partnership, right? Teamwork and integrating and incorporating other people into our ideas or executing a plan. That's what real leaders do, D. Like real leaders don't do it on their own. No one does it on their own.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to me how we count them out, how we really count women out in general. Yeah. Especially like this. Go ahead.
No, it's wild. It is. It does amaze me. It amazes me all the time how we just don't recognize and give women the visibility and the credit that they do deserve. And I think that that's something we need to be intentional about normalizing. We need to normalize, you know, giving credit where credit is due. Right?
For sure.
Not an afterthought. Not a secondary thought, not an afterthought, not just just you know, she helped too. No.
Just throw it in there, like
no. Let's normalize being intentional about giving women the credit, and not only just giving them the credit, allowing them to lead, allowing them to influence culture, and not even just allow them, because this is something they already do.
Yep.
Right?
Already.
This is something they already do, right?
Thanks.
So give them the ownership they deserve. Give them the front runner seats that they deserve. Like, bro, they bring just as much value, if not more, and a lot of times even more value than we bring.
Come on, bro. Like you said, they already doing it, but what we're doing is, because there's a patriarchal system, we're withholding it from. What we scared? Men, are we scared to give women the opportunities we have? Because, again, perhaps we scared that they may do a better job at it.
No, the fact is they already do a better job than us in a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
D said the fact is this, like,
this ain't rocket science, bro. This ain't rocket science, man. No. And there may be some very misogynistic men that may hear this and may consider me a simp because I'm hyping up women and I'm talking about them in this way. But hey, I'm a simp then. I'll be
Yeah.
a simp if it means championing women for the work that they do and giving them credit that they deserve for the work that they do. The fact is, women do a lot of things better than us, right? But because of ego and because of pride and because we have been, born into this condition, this society, it's patriarchal society, we've been conditioned to just see women as secondary, right?
Yeah.
We've been conditioned to think that every industry and every part of this world should be male dominant. Right? So it's like, but the truth is, no, there are women up here that there's some men that just can't hold a match to some women, bro.
Come on, bro.
And our ego can't take that.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Facts.
Our ego can't take that. Right?
Facts.
Let alone we can't even take another man outshining us.
Yeah.
A woman?
A woman? Come on.
You know
now.
what I'm saying? So it's just like that stuff is just it's crazy, bro. And if your ego is that big that you can't recognize and champion women for who they are and what they bring to the table, then that's your issue.
Come on, bro.
And that is the issue. That's the issue, bro.
That is the issue.
We got a responsibility for swallowing our pride, man, so we can make sure that women are not only just given the credit, but it's like they just giving the stage, bro. Like take the stage, man. Run this show.
Facts. Influence requires responsibility.
What can I do to support?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What can I do to make sure you shine even brighter?
Come on, bro.
You feel me? Like
influence requires responsibility.
Yeah.
Yep.
Women are not just here for our service, bro. We here to service them.
100%.
Like that's our reciprocal energy, bro. Like we here to have this ebb and flow to our relationships with women, our interactions.
Absolutely.
With women.
Absolutely. The same way we expect them to cater and nurture towards us, we should be doing that. Should show up in our daily choices towards them as well.
Absolutely.
Right? In servitude to them the same way they are in servitude to us. Women weren't created to be our slaves.
Yeah.
And then we go get the jobs done. No. Women were created as a helpmate to be right beside us.
Women were created to be together. Women were created to be leaders too.
Facts.
They were created to be culture shifters too, to be leaders.
Come on, bro.
To be the voices of a nation, to be the voices of a world. Like, don't be so egoic that we can't give them that opportunity, that we can't let them shine the way that they need to shine, right?
Come on.
And women are knocking the door down, bro. They knocking the door down, man, and it's just like, and I love to see it.
Shift is coming.
I love to see it. I love to see women say, "Hey, I ain't bringing my influence until that check is right." I love to see
it. Hey, imagine that though.
Yeah, I love to see it. I'm not supporting this cause, or I'm not supporting this organization, or I'm not supporting this brand because the man you got in front is not a man of integrity, and he's not leading this organization well. I love to see stuff like that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I didn't even know Angel Reese did that, which you had told me earlier when you said she had kind of demanded, like, hey, this is what's going to happen.
Forgive me for not knowing specifically what was going on, but there was some contract disputes, and it was just some supply and demand, right? It was just like, look, I'm bringing the influence, I'm bringing the ticket sales, I'm bringing this. It's like, why not expand that check? Why not make them contracts bigger? So I'm not exactly if it was just Angela Reese that was instrumental in that, but I do know Angel Reese. I knew that she has a big personality, bro, and she's a culture shifter, man. And her being traded to Atlanta, dollar signs,
it's huge.
Bro.
It's huge.
Dollar signs, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the cultural influence that these women have, man. And I just wanted to take the time. I wanted to take the time on our platform, on our podcast, to give them our flowers, man.
Absolutely.
That's what I wanted to do. And again, this conversation kind of came from a big weekend just last weekend with everything that was going on.
Yep.
The WNBA draft just took place a few days ago.
Sure did.
So shout out to all the people that have now went into their next chapter of their career.
Absolutely.
These contracts.
More life, more opportunities.
These contracts are getting bigger. Shout out to UCLA women basketball team who won the championship. Shout out to Dawn Staley.
Shout out to Dawn Staley,
Even though she lost, she is still a GOAT.
GOAT. That's what I was going to just say that. She's the GOAT.
She's still a GOAT, bro.
women coaches at this
She
point.
is the standard, man.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? She knows how to run an organization, and she knows how to win games, and she
Yeah.
knows how to create systems
She's got that structure down. For sure.
that create winning outcomes.
Facts.
You know, so this what I mean. There's so many things we could have won in this conversation. For those of you listening, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff we could have said. Maybe some stuff we could have said better. But again, this is just one of those kind of impromptu conversations where we just wanted to, you know, give women their credit, right? And understand that women are not secondary to us, and they deserve to be leaders just as much as we are. So
100%.
Let's work together and help turn that patriarchal system upside down on its head. And we both have a responsibility of doing that.
Absolutely. A question you can ask yourself to challenge yourself to see if you're actually being intentional about what D just said. Ask yourself this question. Are you shaping culture? Or are you just reinforcing it? Are you shaping culture?
Yeah.
Or are you just reinforcing it? Go ahead.
And what culture are you shaping, and what culture are you reinforcing?
Add that to it. For sure.
What is it? We all have a part we play. We all have a role we play. And I think it's important for us to make sure what are we feeding? Like, are we, like you said, are we shaping culture that allows women to lead and thrive the way they should, or we just reinforcing a patriarchal system or society that makes women secondary to men?
Facts.
Man, that's a question for you. Women
Most
too.
definitely.
There's some women too.
There's some women
that support the patriarchal system, and they were much redder, you know. So that's definitely a question. But that's all we got for this conversation. Shout out to all the women in our lives. Shout out to all the women around the world. Appreciate you guys. We thank you guys for being who you are. You are bad all by yourself. You don't need a man to make you bad like you already are. You know what I'm saying?
Thank y'all women.
You are the prize, and we appreciate you for everything that you do. That is seen and unseen.
And if you ain't hearing it from no one else, hear it from us. We appreciate you.
We love you and we appreciate you. We love you down. Super bad.
Keep your head up.
Super bad. So until then, continue to ask questions.
Be curious.
Be curious. Ask questions.
And talk your shit.
There we go.